So earlier on in the year, we all watched the internet's demise as we all fell terribly down bad for that Lady D woman from Resident Evil. I don't know, and honestly I'm still recovering from that era. But now renders have surfaced from a company called Light Farm of a new AI assistant for Samsung. Like, she started off as a 2D project and they converted her into 3D, and it's just, how can I say, interesting. Nah, I mean, I'm all for like AI assistants and that. Like, I have a Google Pixel and I find it quite useful to use when I'm, you know, booking things and want to set reminders, and I'm sure Siri's pretty cool. And from what I hear, Samsung has one right now, but it's called Bixby or something like that. It's called Bixby, so have fun with that, I guess. The fact that these renders came out and they were met with a lot of love and were welcomed in with a lot of open arms. Actually, the first thing I want to talk about is how quick and relentless the internet is. As soon as these came out and they gained traction on Twitter, my timeline for starters, and if you just go on Google and start Googling Samsung Go and just take a look at what the search results show. I mean, we're not okay as a society. Like, we're not okay. Side note, why is there a Samsung Girl Rule 34 Reddit page with over 100,000 degenerates following it, and it was only created a few days ago? Boy, this is getting out of hand. Not to mention, did I not make a video on this kind of topic last year? Everything being turned into a waifu. I did. I made a video on this. Okay, I didn't explicitly cover phone companies turning their AI systems into waifus, but it just is a thing. Everything will be turned into a waifu. I was right. I was actually right. Why it's so small? I've never seen on so small before. The internet. I don't want to play with you no more. This is very true. This is actually very true. I would never be a simp. At your service, my queen. Jeez, oh my gosh. Not to mention, you go on Twitter and you just type in Samsung Girl, and there's some very talented people. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, some of this art I'm looking at right now is just like genuinely crazy, like how good this stuff is. She does kind of look like well, first of all, she does look like that one character from the B movie, and then she also kind of does look like Ochako from My Hero Academia, which is kind of funny. Either that or a mixture between Ochako and Obara. And then there's this meme here, the internet moving on from Vamp Mummy to Samsung Girl. This is the society we are in the future. We're actually in the future. I guess what I'm trying to say is, Google, I'm giving you 24 hours to respond. I'm coming to the realization that waifu alizing a product or a mascot, I think, is becoming a genuine business strategy because it works in so many ways. But the amount of attention this mascot has got, comparing it to how people are already reacting to this Bixby AI that they've got on their phones, I think people are already seeing this Sam AI as a positive thing, and they're actually willing to give it a chance. I think it goes without saying, once this Sam waifu started filling out my timeline, I was seeing the obligatory I'ma switch to Samsung comments. But do you think it's all memes? Like, do you think people are just saying that? Do you really think people are really just saying that? Because I think people are ready to risk it all. I know it sounds sad. Like, to be fair, why would someone do something like that? It's kind of sad when you really think about it. But part of strong branding is logos and mascots. So I mean, the fact that they are able to characterize something tangible with Samsung is a plus. And regardless if they take this Sam AI thing seriously or not, I think it's a very big wake-up call to a lot of companies that I generally think are probably getting not as much exposure on the internet as they probably could. It's probably going to open the floodgates to a lot of other companies doing the same thing. I mean, you can look at any other company, and online presence now is super key. You can look at like Wendy's or KFC Spain. If you don't follow the KFC Spain Twitter, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I think it's already common practice in Japan to do, you know, collaborations with animes and stuff, and I'm guessing they normally sell well. I mean, I remember when KFC collaborated with Genshin Impact, and that was pretty big. People were going to KFC and making an event out of it, and I'm sure that was great exposure and generated a lot of money for damn KFC buckets that like day or week that was out. So people, what I'm trying to say is we are really living in an age right now where this should not be taken lightly. This is not like something that's probably gonna blow over. Even if Samsung don't take to it officially, I can definitely see something coming out of this, and I really wouldn't be surprised to see other companies kind of trying to be hip and cool and like be nudging best friends with the anime community to, you know, get that wallet. Because hey man, I know there's a lot of weebs out there that are ready to risk it all. We really are living in the future. I can't believe this out of all things is what brought me back to YouTube. It's not that I didn't want to come back to YouTube. I just been busy. I have missed you all. Take care of yourselves. Like the video. I will see you all very soon with some new juicy content. It's been your boy Xenia, and I'm out. Peace.